Procurement and project management is the process of acquiring goods and services from external sources to meet the project needs. It's crucial for ensuring that the project has necessary resources to succeed, including materials, equipment, and services. The importance of procurement and project management, it ensures that the project has necessary resources to succeed. Kindly note that the procurement and project management, it has many documentations and different let's say proposals. So let's now understand what are the common documents that is needed when doing the procurement and project management. And this procurement can be considered as the cornerstone of your procurement strategy. And to start with the request for proposal. Request for proposal or an RFP, it's a document used to solicit the proposals from potential vendors. It outlines the project requirements and evaluation criteria, allowing the vendors to submit detailed proposals. And the goal here is to select the best vendor based on their ability to meet the project need. Again, the purpose of having an RFP or request for proposal is to gather detailed proposals and select the best vendor based on a specific criteria. An example here in an IT project, the RFP might be issued to software development firms to develop a new application. Next, we have the RFI or request for information. The RFI is used to gather information about potential vendors and their capabilities. It helps project teams to understand the market and identify vendors who can meet their needs. RFIs are often used early in the procurement process to gather primary information. So the purpose of the RFI, again, to say that it's used to understand the market and to identify potential vendors for a project. An example here, let's say in a marketing project, an RFI might be issued to different various advertising agencies to understand their services and capabilities. Next, we have the RFQ or request for quotation. Request for quotation is used to solicit the prices quotes or to obtain the prices quotes from potential vendors for specific goods or services. It provides a detailed pricing information, allowing the project team to select the most effective vendor. RFQs or request for quotation are typically used when the project requirements are well defined. So the purpose again to for having a RFQ or request for quotation, we said it's used to obtain detailed pricing information and select the most cost-effective vendor. An example here in a manufacturing project, an RFQ might be issued to suppliers for cost of new materials or raw materials. The next document here we have is the invitation for bid or the IFB. IFB is a document that invites vendors to submit a bid for providing goods and services. It's used to obtain competitive bids and select the best vendor based on the price and other criteria that is defined on the procurement plan. The invitation for bid or IFBs are typically used for well-defined project with clear specification. And the key purpose here is to obtain, or the key purpose of this document is to obtain competitive bids and select the best vendor based on the price and other criteria. An example here of using an IFB in a construction project, an IFB might be issued to contractors for construction of new building, for example. We also have the proposal evaluation criteria. Proposal evaluation criteria are used to evaluate and compare vendor proposals. And these criteria ensures a fair and objective selection process, helping the project team to choose the best vendor based on the factors such as the price, quality, the number of experience, the financial stability, and capability. The importance here of having an IFP or the purpose, it ensures a fair and objective selection process of the vendors. An example here, let's say that in an IT project, the evaluation criteria might include the vendor technical expertise and past performance on implementing such project and project costs. Now let's move to the types of contracts. We also have discovered that during the planning the procurement phase. But let's recap whatever we have covered during when we talked about the contract types. We say that there are several types of contract used in procurement, including fixed price, cost reimbursable, and time and material contracts. Each type has its own advantages and it's suitable for different project needs. For example, in fixed price contracts, the vendor agrees to deliver goods and services for a set or fixed price. We also have the cost reimbursable contract, and that type of contract is reimbursed for the actual cost plus a fee. When it comes to time and material contracts, here's the vendor is paid based on time spent and material used. An example here in a software development project, a fixed price contract might be used for well-defined project, while a time and material contract might be used for project with uncertain requirements. The procurement management plan, where we have covered, let's say, um, what it exactly it outlines, how will the procurement will be managed, how will the procurement, let's say, be conducted throughout the project, and it includes the procurement strategy, the vendor selection criteria, contract management, and risk management. And this plan ensures that the procurement activities are aligned with the project goals and objectives. In summary, we say that the procurement is a critical aspect of project management that involves acquiring the necessary goods and services to meet the project requirements. By understanding and having an effective use of the RFP, the RFIs, the RFQs, the IFBs, and other procurement tools, project managers can ensure that they select the best vendor and manage the contracts effectively. This leads to successful project outcomes and stakeholder satisfaction.